Yep.
Okay, today we're going to show you how to replace the front brakes on a 1996 Chevy SSR. So, first thing you do is lift your vehicle up in some way, shape, or form, and then start off, remove the front. Okay, we have removed the front wheel and we have turned it so it is facing outward like you are going to make a right-hand turn. Now, what we have done is there is a bolt here and a bolt here. We have loosened up and are ready to take it off, which in turn will take the caliper off. You could not pry the brake over to collapse the wheel cylinder, so we're going to do it with a vise. So we will show you as we go. Go ahead, pull the bolts off. Good, pull up the caliper. Pull this up.
I don't think so.
Yep. There you go. Just do a little easy. Don't break. There you go. Okay. He's got that off. We're going to use a C-clamp and push these two cylinders back in. Okay. The caliper is sitting up there. We're going to take off the brake pads. Now he's going to put one brake pad up here. And all it is for is so when we collapse these, we take the C-clamp, put it in the middle of them, and he's going to tighten it down, pushing back your wheel cylinders. Okay, it's all the way back. He's going to take it off. Now your wheel cylinders are all the way pushed back. Now you'll see these little clips here. Some of your new brakes will come with them, some of them will not. Now one other thing that we noticed on this, the rotor looks good. It has just right here on the edge a little bit of rust. We're going to take our die grinder and just quick clean this up on both sides. And a little bit right here. Okay, now he is cleaning up where the rust was. Just quick, don't sit and grind on it, just get the rust off. And grit, sandpaper if necessary. Okay, one thing you also want to check is that these are freely moving. This one looks good. This one here, guess what? It doesn't move. So we've already loosened and pulled it out, but I'm going to work it back out of here again. And as you can see how rusty it is, and it's dry. So what we're going to do is take this over to the wire wheel and clean it all up and clean out the hole that it comes in, and we're going to put caliper grease back in it to make it so it moves freely, because this is what tears up brakes. So give us a few minutes and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to hand the camera off to my partner in crime here. Okay, now we've pulled it out. What I've done is taken it over, put it on the wire wheel, cleaned it all up really good. If you have some emery cloth, polish this edge up here a little better. Use caliper grease on it. Get yourself a good healthy helping. Get it on it. Insert it in the hole. Pull it back out. Give it a little more. Squirt it in. I try to put some on the end of it. Try to push it in. So now we have a really nice working caliper slide bolt. You want to have this working good, because if it doesn't, just like on this car here, this outer brake pad looked good, or was better. The inner one was almost totally gone. And what it is these have gotten stuck and they're not wearing evenly. So please, on any brakes, double check and make sure these are all working good. Okay, thank you. Okay, we are getting ready. We've already put one brake pad on. We're putting the one with a wear indicator, which is right here, is going on the back. And I'd like to make a quick note. On your brake pad itself, do not get any dirt or oil on this part here. It will not good for the brake pad, will not help on the stopping process. Slide it in if you need to, give it a little tap, and you're good to go. Okay, now we're going to reinstall the caliper. There you go. He slides it down. He pushes the back pin. Oops. Yep, push the back pin in. Yep. There you go. I'm letting a young man who's never done brakes on this vehicle or a vehicle, he is doing this, so it's not like somebody that has ever done it is actually doing the work. He needed to learn, and he's installing the bolts. From here, we're going to tighten them up. Some people may torque them down. We're going to bring them up to a decent, just to make it tight. Are you going the right way? Yeah. Okay. Don't hit them hard. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay, now he is using a wrench, if we can show it to him, putting the wrench on there, move this in, and we're just tightening them up. Like I said, you can torque them if you would like, but we're doing them so they're tight. And that's it. We're going to put the wheel back on a minute, and we're good to go. Now, one other note very quickly, you should put never cease, one on the threads, but especially right along this edge, due to the fact they are aluminum wheels and it has a tendency to oxidize and they get stuck on. So please put a little never cease on this edge and on this edge here, and that will help it from not getting stuck. This is my partner putting on the never cease.
Both.
Yeah, run around the lugs a minute. And this is just all precaution, just so stuff doesn't, lock up and you get on the side of the road and have a flat and you are SOL and wondering why. Now, if your mechanic does this, hopefully he is smart enough to do the same. Due to the fact, again, you have a flat on the side of the road and you can't get a service truck out there, you're going to end up doing it, and it is a pain. There we go. Now we're going to put the wheel on, and this job is now done on this side. Okay, once you have the wheel back on and mostly tightened up with it up in the air, put it on the ground and make sure that the lugs are tight. You can use a torque wrench. We're using actually a pretty long breaker bar, half-inch breaker bar, as you can see. And he is double checking and making sure that all the lugs are truly tight, because you do not want to have a lug nut come loose. Other than that, the project is done. doing brakes on this type of vehicle is actually quite easy. Other than doing some PM maintenance work on some of the caliper parts, it's basically a 10-minute project from start to finish. So there you go. We just got to put the little cover back on and we're done. And this SSR is all ready to go again. So have a good day, all. Enjoy this video.